Okay. So thank you all for tuning in on YouTube, and thank you all for people for this episode of Empowerment Talks. Today, I will be the host of the show. I'm the co-founder of Brainciti, entrepreneur, business coach, and I love to have amazing conversations with people. And today, I'm having conversation with Dr. Victor ODERA. He's the founder of Zazu Mall Limited. Now, today he'll be speaking about revolutionizing global e-commerce blockchain technology. What is it like? There's so much fat about the blockchain and all. He's the one of the most profound mentor entrepreneurs who has impacted a number of lives positively since 2011. He's founder and vision carrier of upcoming global e-commerce backed by blockchain technology. So welcome, Dr. Victor, on the show. The stage is all yours. If you can take us through what is it in the e-commerce blockchain technology.
Sure, thank you so much. And I'm pleased to be here today. Allow me to share my screen so that I'll be able to.
Yeah, you can share your screen.
All right, thank you. Now, as you have been told, I'm Victor, and I've been part and parcel of this vision since 2017. And this vision started with a group of colleagues from both Africa and Europe with an aim of revolutionizing the e-commerce and also adopting the blockchain technology. To begin with, I want us to ask ourselves these two questions. When you need any product, wherever you are right now, let's say you need like 1,000 bags of cereals, that is, or even 5 containers of cereals. Where would you go to get this without possibly moving physically? That is a question that really lingered through my mind when I was coming up with this vision. The second question I would wish that you ask yourself is, if water becomes the source of energy for all moving vessels, be it vehicles, motorbikes, planes, and anything that is using gas, that we have innovation that we can basically use water to move these vessels. Will government still charge us to use water as the source of energy for these vessels? So this is a very big question also in these times of technology, because in the near future, something like that would crop into being. We may not know, but something like that could become a reality. Now, I want to give you a story to begin with. There is a company that was doing business in the Middle East, and this company advertised for a construction opportunity. They were constructing a business opportunity, a manufacturing plant, and 2 people happened to win tenders to supply water into this construction site. One called Antonio and another one called Nelisa. Wherever they were going to fetch water was about 15 kilometers from the water source. And we all know that Middle East is a very dry place. And therefore, if you can get water, maybe people are collecting water for you, it would cost a lot of money. And therefore, these people are collecting water to this construction point. And in one single day, they were paid something like $500. Now, what Antonio did, he went to the river and collected water using pails or jerrycan. Nelisa also did the same for the first week. In the second week, Antonio went to the river, collected water as usual, and collected $500 per day for all 5 days. So in that, Antonio ended up in the second week having $2,500. On the other side, Nelisa got tired in the first week and decided to lay a pipe from the water source. So Nelisa was working half a day, and half a day is laying pipes. So she started laying pipes from the water source. In the third week, Antonio was still able to collect water as usual, using pails and jerrycans. While on the other side, Nelisa, who was laying pipes and also earning half because she was working half a day, she could only collect half the work, which was now coming to be $1,250 instead of $2,500. So in other words, she was using less energy now because what has happened to her, she could be working only half a day. The water pipes already reached like 5 kilometers, around 7.5 kilometers. And this was a strategy she was using because she found that going to the river all the time was tiresome. Now, in the fourth week, Antonio continued to fetch water as usual. He went to the river, collected water using pails and jerrycans. On the other hand, Nelisa was using her money, the money which was paid to her on a weekly basis, and her pipe possibly reached the construction site. And the most exciting thing is that Nelisa was no longer in the work of collecting water from the river. Nelisa was now collecting water from just within the construction site. So the fifth week, what happened is that Antonio lost the work because the company discovered that Nelisa was laying pipes and the water already was coming using the pipe from this water source and was readily available for the construction. So what happened to Nelisa is that she entered into a contract with the company and she was absorbed into the company as a part and parcel of shareholding within the company to benefit for posterity. Now, the reason why I've shared that story is because the idea that I came up with is meant to lay pipe. When you lay pipe to collect your water from the river source, what is going to happen is that this pipe will work even when you are not there. You doesn't have to be there physically, and you will be able to get your financial resources every month, every year. Now, my idea is to help the globe, a big population in the world, to be able to have pipes without incurring a lot of financial resources, because now we have the opportunity that has already come into being and we are able to do it. We have done it a little bit and it is workable. Now, I want to welcome you to Zazu. And Zazu is a shopping mall, is a virtual mall, is a global e-commerce. And this Zazu is powered by a digital currency called Zazu Asset. This is a vision that is being coming to reality after a good period of time. Remember, we started this project in 2017. The implementation just started this year, 2021. So during that period, we have been sharpening the axe. We have been laying foundation. We have been doing some travels and feasibility studies. And here we are looking for people to help us now advance in implementation of this project. We all can attest that the future of online shopping, we can all attest that the future of shopping is online. And it has been propelled even by the COVID fact that majority of e-commerce businesses in the world were able to double or triple or even multiply by 10 what they were able to earn on annual basis. Everyone saw last year, for example, one of the biggest giant e-commerce in America. The founder was able to become the top billionaire in the world, courtesy of majority of people subscribing to online shopping. Now, the future of payment is paperless. We have seen this becoming a reality despite a lot of opposition from different quarters, but it is something that whose time has come. And we can all attest that it is gaining ground and every day. Now, the future of marketing is social network. We have seen celebrities earning lots of money. People have turned to social media as a tool for marketing. People have run away from television channels. People have run away from physical marketing. And this is gaining ground. And every day, industries and companies that have invested in such fields are reaping huge sums of money. We can all attest again that the future of banking is also decentralized finance. This is a great innovation because it is also evolving such that we have seen banks adopting the blockchain technology. We have seen big banks adopting even the digital currencies and even governments. And this is also becoming a reality as evident. Lastly, the future of Forex Bureau. We have been exchanging our money every time we are traveling across borders at the Forex bureaus. Forex bureaus, their time are getting depleted right now. The future of Forex Bureau is becoming something we call decentralized finance. And that is something exciting because decentralized exchange is taking a center stage under decentralized finance because it's gaining momentum and people are able to do the exchange even without traveling. Now, I introduce you to the few challenges that made us come up with this idea because someone will say that, you know, there are so many companies that have come up with this. There are so many companies that have done this, but we still find a lot of loopholes that have not been satisfactorily fulfilled. One of it, based on the feasibility studies we did, we realized that there is a huge laxity in online shopping. Majority of people are not shopping online. And when we did ask them why they are not shopping online, we realized that we have the solution to be able to improve the big number of people to join online shopping. The other challenge we found that there's limited and costly logistics network in the world. So there's limited and costly logistics network. This is has been contributed because of third-party adoption, and this company is looking forward to bring a solution in its deliveries and all the plans which are already laid down. There's also limited job opportunities, especially in third world and second world countries. That is like Africa, Asia, India. There's a very big population that is angling in the second one and third world countries that need job opportunities. We have the idea to be able to support the industry of creating jobs, and we have that one we are going to share here. There's also online mistrust in shopping. Majority of people have not been shopping online because they don't believe that you can shop online and get product delivered from one continent to another, not even from one town to another. So this worry is there, and we have a solution to it. There's also low exposure of many global products. This has led to low market. If you look at a product that is highly marketed in the world, that market get a good exposure, and probably people are able to get awareness about the product. And this exposure is very costly. Now, because of the costly the costly nature that these companies have been able to experience, we realized that we can bring a solution in helping industries to expose their brands to different quarters across the world. Another challenge that we also found that we can have a solution here is the collapse of many traditional industries. We went to so many African countries and some parts in India and also Asia. Most of the industries that were opened like 20, 30, 40, 50 years ago, they have gone through tremendous challenges. We don't know whether it is a global industrialization change, but there is also a political influence. We have a solution to improve on these collapsed industries by helping them revive back through creating an opportunity for them to promote their brands and also reach out. There's also lack of common market for so many goods. For example, if you want a certain product right now from Kenya or even from Ghana or Nigeria or South Africa, It's very difficult to find a common market where you can get all or even 90% of the products that are coming from a certain quarter. Now, this is a solution that we have at hand, and we call upon everyone to be part of this. Lastly is most of the e-commerce businesses that have been able to venture into this industry, they have not focused much with the community empowerment. And that has left a very big gap that made this e-commerce business, which ought to be decentralized, to remain centralized. And therefore, we are introducing to you Zazu Shopping Mall and its projects that will enable everyone in the world to be part of this vision. The projects we are doing, number one is a global e-commerce. Number two, we are doing a decentralized finance. And number three, we are doing global logistics network. And number four, we are doing trends in the technology, because that is where we will be able to stabilize our innovations. So the company is coming up with centers, at least 4 of them in Africa, 2 in India, at least 1 in Europe, and also in the Middle East. The company is looking forward to set up some IT centers there. Now, if you look at this organization starting in 2017, we took time up to 2021 to be able to implement the project, because the team realized that there are a lot of loopholes that needed solution. And here we are implementing the things that we are fully confident that we have knowledge about. We have done enough feasibility study. We have done enough interaction and also questionnaire. Our vision as an organization is to be profitable product distributors across the world, and also help in improving the livelihood of our partners and increasing wealth of every other person who become part and parcel of this vision. Our number one project is decentralized finance. In this industry is a very big industry, and is an industry that has a lot of questions that have not been answered yet. And it's an industry that everyone is not shying away to be part and parcel of through testing, because it's a new innovation industry. We have seen many governments, we have seen many organizations adopting into it, and we have seen individuals also reaping much more out of this. Now, this company came up with a digital currency called Zazu Asset, which is supposed to be used in the e-commerce. And the reason why this company took this step, despite the fact that we already have so many other digital currencies that will be used, is because how will it impact the community empowerment if we use already existing currencies? There is nothing much we can say about now, but it's already rolled out in the market, and the community has already started benefiting out of it. It's a very big concept. We have only rolled out the first phase, which is the smart contracts and also partnership department. The other parts, which is swapping, loans, lotteries, airdrops, staking, and also liquidity pools, they are all coming up, and they will be rolled out next year. Right now, everyone is able to participate in this project and also benefit. Now, how can you become part of this project? Number one, you can either become a shareholder, and shareholders are these people whom we call seed fund investors. We are looking for people who can put into this project their finances and be part and parcel of this project for posterity. We are not doing this project temporarily, and these shareholders are going to own this company 20%. So whatever the company is making annual basis, it means the shareholders will be able to receive dividends wherever they are. It doesn't matter which country you're coming from. Now, this is going to be exciting, because if you look at the top global e-commerce companies, they are making lots of profits on annual basis. I'm not sure whether either of them give 20% back to the community. One of them, if we give example, you will realize that one of the middle-aged e-commerce, which made averagely $200 million in 2020, was able to pocket almost everything, because little did they have to share with the community. But here, a generous organization, we are saying 20% is supposed to be owned by the community. Why? Because we are partnering with the community to be able to get confidence of shopping online, so that they shop from their own shop. When you own a shop, you don't go shop from somebody else's shop if the product already exists in your shop. And that's a great opportunity that we have adopted from the community through questionnaire, and we are solving it right away. Another thing that happens with the shareholders is that the company will allocate them the digital currency in a discounted value, because they are really people who are part and parcel of ownership of this organization. Now, the minimum share that someone can buy is worth $500, and we only allow people to buy using Bitcoin, using Ethereum, and also using Binance. There are several reasons why we use those digital currencies to buy the shareholding rather than the local currencies or even MasterCards. Because this is a seed fund that ought not to be taxed by anybody. Otherwise, what should be taxed is the yield out of it, but not the seed. So the only way that it could be safe is to ensure that everyone is able to participate anywhere, anytime, using the digital currency. Now, other than being a shareholder, there are people who are not able to become part of shareholding, and we call them other partnership options. These people are able to buy into the currency, and they will also be allocated a certain amount of currency in their wallets. The amount that they will be allocated will depend with the current value. And right now, as we are talking, the value is at $0.005 per Zazu asset. So this asset we have a very technical team that is behind this vision. The team is coming from different parts of the world to ensure that this vision is able to get implemented. Now, all the profits and the benefits are recorded in everyone's account. We have online accounts where people will be able to access and get the recorded data within. Now, I want to explain in details briefly about the dividends by giving example. Let's say the company make a profit of $200 million in annual basis. 20% is going to the community. So if 20% goes to the community, it means that is $40 million going to the community. Now, out of $40 million, so let's say you bought shares worth $500 and the company allocated 0.005% share unto you. Now, by that time, the company made $200 million. It means if you do calculation of 0.005% of $40 million, you will go home that year with $2,000 as a dividend. You will not have worked hard, but the company will have used your money that you invested as a seed fund into this company, and you'll be able to reap for posterity as long as this company is able to exist. And every time the company is experiencing any challenge, all shareholders are normally invited to become part and parcel of revival to ensure that a business is able to continue no matter what challenge. Now, another thing is value addition. This is obviously explained, self-explanatory, that when you buy the currency when the value is low, and you hold it until the value goes up, the company will be able to implement the listing of exchanges as required. By the time the company roll out the usage of this currency into the e-commerce and many other utilities, the value will, by the way, go up, and let's say it goes to $10. So if you had bought maybe worth $500, and that time you bought at $500, the value was at $0.005 as one Zazu asset. So the company will allocate 100,000 Zazu asset to you, and out of that, you will be able to go home when the value goes to $10 with something like $1 million US. This has been demonstrated already by the predecessors, and is not a theory, it is practical. When we saw people buying Bitcoin, for example, early this year, when Bitcoin was around $8,000, it went and flew and blew up big time when those people who are attached to some established businesses started speculating about the currency as a utility attachment to it. So what makes the currency more important is the utility. And that's why when community and also businesses speculate about using Bitcoin in their businesses, it spikes the value and the demand in the market to go up. So we expect that to happen when we start shopping with this currency, and we need the community to support this currency to the latter. Now, on the e-commerce, this is the second project that is getting rolled out in the second phase in first quarter of 2022. This is now the posterity project. We call upon everyone to be part of it. I'm just a representative of this organization. The team behind this is very big, even though I'm also the visionary. The e-commerce is having a lot of opportunity for industries, a lot of opportunities to governments, a lot of opportunities to individuals, a lot of opportunities to corporates, and so many other quarters. And therefore, the good news is that both the digital currency and the e-commerce are attached together. They are one thing. So as long as you have become part of the currency, you are part of the e-commerce. Now, the e-commerce is working in a very simple and very nice way. It's a very big system, and that's why it's getting rolled in the second phase. One of the most exciting things that is happening in the e-commerce is that we have incorporated both the merchants, we have incorporated both the affiliates, we have incorporated both employees and farmers, we have incorporated so many other stakeholders to be able to participate and benefit from this industry. We believe that businesses of the future, there is no business that can survive independently. Businesses must interact and do partnerships with each other to be able to implement the visions which they have at hand. Now, the company look forward to implement, to have headquarters across the world, whereby in India, in Africa, in Europe and Asia, we'll be having physical malls. And the company is looking for stakeholders who will help the organization to implement this to the latter, because everything has already been planned for. We are only looking for implementers and those who will be able to pump in more energy to support the juncture where the organization has reached. Now, there's a third project which is also coming soon. This is Global Logistics Network. This is meant to help in deliveries, because when you look at existing e-commerce, most of them have succeeded very well. They have their own online-based logistics network, which is highly costly. Now, this company implemented this because of the high competitiveness in the e-commerce. And most companies have been coming up on a daily basis with the e-commerce version, and every day many of them go down also with the same. So it's a great idea that we took time and researched before this project is implemented. And we believe that the posterity and the sustainability of this project is at hand to ensure that it is there for a number of years to come. Now, this logistics network is a very big idea. It adopts the digital nature. It also adopts the nature of partnerships to ensure that we are able to do both local and also international, intercontinental at a very reliable. The e-commerce, the vessels and everything in place. Now, the IT part, this is also a plan that is already in place. It's yet to be implemented because the team is looking forward to implement this in all corners of the world, because a technical team is what makes every organization stronger. So the organization is looking forward to create a lot of job opportunities led by our technical team. This is also coming to a reality. We are not the way we started, and the company already implemented this. All these 4 projects interdepend on each other. There is no way we can run the e-commerce without the logistics. There is no way we can run the digital currency without the e-commerce and also the logistics. The IT also depend on the community empowerment and also adopting the technical liaison teams to be part and parcel of this vision. Now, what are the solutions that we found for these challenges that I mentioned? Number one is establishment of the e-commerce. Coming up with the e-commerce was one of the biggest achievements that this company has worked to implement, and it is already on course. And we believe that the moment it is rolled out, the community will be able to benefit big time. Availability of products to the consumer has always been one of the most important thing in the e-commerce. If a consumer can order product today and the product get delivered the same day, that is what the consumer would wish happens. And courtesy of the idea of coming with own logistics, the company will be able to implement the same. Now, supporting global industrialization is a very key thing. There is only simple way we can create job opportunities in this world is by supporting the global industrialization. If the industries that are in Africa, in Asia, in America, in Europe, and in India could be supported financially and also in technology, then there will be a lot of job opportunities. And through job opportunities, that is the simplest way we will be able to solve that. The solution also spread wide to support also governments in wealth creation and poverty eradication, because we all know that governments depend on citizens, and citizens are the ones who could run big organizations that could spur economic growth. And therefore, this is a great opportunity that will not only happen in one continent, but all continents in the world. Now, another thing is also building brands. This organization is also working to build the brands of every organization that produce a product, so that it gets the clear visibility and wider visibility all over the world. So that when you go online, wherever you are, you could just search for any product you want, including the ones that have been ignored for many years. There are some products that have never been put in major commerce platforms. And those ignored products, we have decided to incorporate all of them, because that is the link that is missing in this era. And therefore, we will be able to do that through partnership with the community. And we know the importance of the community is that when we partner with the community does it. Nowadays, people have no time to watch the television, to listen to radio. People are in social media. People are with their friends. And the one-on-one recommendation is the most important and essential asset in the 21st century. I believe that through adoption of community empowerment, the company is able to implement this without any mark left behind or stone left without unturned. Now, there is also use of finance platform. The company is implementing a very big finance platform in the decentralized finance, and this is also going to help in upcoming business or startups, so that the community will be able to benefit and also get sorted financially. This thing could not be done by an organization only. The company need financial ventures, the company need financial partners and individuals who have both this vision and who believe that when people are united together, then nothing is impossible. If everyone could only take a minute and look into what I've shared, you will realize that everything I have shared is practical. A number of it has already been done. The business we are doing is decentralized, and much of it is to do with the community empowerment, and that gives it power, and that gives it strength and strong base. Another thing you will realize that the vision is futuristic and is not a dream that can be depleted anyhow, any sooner. This is a vision that has adopted the future innovation and is aligning itself to last a long period of time. It is also considering the economical nature, because the world right now needs things which are cost effective and not expensive. Lastly, we are looking forward to venture into all the listed countries as priority, because they are the countries that we already did groundwork and visited and did some activities to ensure that when the project is rolled out, the company is able to implement this to the latter. We have already touched ground in different quarters, and we believe that this is coming reality and it's not a theory anymore. We have a team, a very big team behind this, but part of them you could see our top leadership are listed there. And I want to call it a day for that and welcome everyone to visit even our social media for information, and also contact us wherever you want more information to clarify, and also contact this organization that has really given us a big chance to share with the world this great opportunity. Now, we are here with a clear reason. We are looking, we have done much, and everything that we have done as an organization has been done by the key leaders. The leaders contributed their financial resources to implement this project from the beginning. And we believe that from that time up to now, the company has been able to achieve much, and the company is growing every day in different quarters. However, after launching, which we did in July, and began implementation in August, the company has already started receiving partnership of a number of people who are able to buy our currency, and the opportunity is already there in the world. Everyone is able to participate and everyone is able to buy. So right now we are looking for serious partners. These are key partners for posterity, and these partners need to help us raise some kind of amount of money, raising amounting to something to do with $500,000 to $1 million US. These partners could come from any part of the world. If you have any idea how you can help us to raise this kind of money, as we go along with the partnership from the community, we will be able to narrow ourselves down to sit down and discuss with you and agree on how this project could be implemented. These partners are not many. Only one or two or three partners are only given a chance from any quarters of the world. Otherwise, that marks the end of it. If you go to our website, zazumol.com, you'll be able to see the development and achievements and what we have been able to roll out into the market. I want to take it back to Mr. Yash to give us the direction from henceforth. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor, for briefing us about. Can you stop sharing the screen?
All right, sure.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor, for sharing us the insights on how this whole industry is coming up and what are you contributing into this industry. I would further, without taking further time, I would just ask one question, like how difficult it is for you to communicate this to your people, that what sort of technology you are using, because it's a different technology, like, and how do you think, how do you judge people whether they know this technology on this, whether you are, when you're hiring for the people at your post?
Okay, how we are hiring the people for our technology team?
Yeah.
All right, sure. We have a technical team that is helping us so much in doing evaluation, and the team that we are having are in charge of doing groundwork to ensure that the team that is working with us and the team that is supporting us and the team that we are looking for to incorporate are teams that have got a good record in the public. And also we do groundwork with the embassies. We also do travels to be able to meet the team that we have been able to work with on our technical department. On the side of the community, we are doing a lot of trainings, of course, weekly trainings, and we are also doing grassroots trainings. We have teams in different parts of the world. So the blockchain technology and also awareness is something that is not new. And if I just go online, I realize that a lot of projects are adopting the vision in the blockchain innovation. And it becomes very easy even when we share our idea with the community. We realize that it's not something that is coming new. Out of 10, we can categorize that out of 10 people we share with this information with, at least 4 of them have an idea about the digital currency, about Bitcoin, and about blockchain. Yes, Yash.
Thank you very much, Dr. Victor, and for sharing your insights and all these things. And as a token of gesture, I would love to present you with a certificate from Brainciti. It's an appreciation certificate speaking as on us this show and regarding revolutionizing global e-commerce blockchain technology. So it was a pleasure to have you on the show. And for the people who are watching us on YouTube, do subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay connected with us. Tomorrow, we're going to be having another interesting discussion on another topic. So stay tuned for then. So thank you very much for joining us on YouTube, and for the people who are joining us on Zoom. Stay connected with us. We're going to be connected. We're going to be coming tomorrow. And Dr. Victor, thank you very much for sharing your valuable insights. I'm going to send you the PDF copy of this on the certificate to be happy to share it on LinkedIn and whatever. And let's stay connected. Thank you very much.